So if you're watching this video, chances are that you're tired of bad coffee at home and you're looking for an alternative. Or you're trying to see if a super automatic espresso machine is worth it or not. Today, I'm reviewing the De'Longhi Magnifica Evo. It's a true bean-to-cup espresso machine that claims that it can replace your local coffee shop without you needing to become a barista. So, does it actually deliver? Let's find out. The De'Longhi Magnifica Evo at its core is a super automatic espresso machine, which means it grinds the beans for you, doses, brews, all at the touch of a button, and even froths milk. It offers espresso, double espresso, coffee, lattes, cappuccinos, and macchiatos. All you need to do is put beans in the top, water in the tank, and milk in the carafe, and press a button and select your drink. The machine will do the rest for you. Compared to a traditional espresso machine, this is very different. You don't need to grind the beans, you don't need to temp them, and you don't need to dial in your settings every morning. All you need to do is press a button and you're on your way to a fantastic cup of coffee. Now, I've been using this machine for the past year, and I'll never go back to Keurig or Nespresso. This machine's build quality is fantastic. It's primarily plastic, but it does feel solid. It is on the larger side when compared to a standard Keurig or Nespresso machine, but it's compact enough that it should fit on most countertops. The front panel is amazingly simple. There are large icons displaying the different types of drinks it makes, no confusing menus, just soft touch buttons for coffee, espresso, cappuccino, etc. The water tank, drip tray, and waste bin are easily accessible too. All of these components are dishwasher safe. When you start the machine, it'll run through a quick rinse cycle. This ensures that the coffee that you're going to get out of the machine is clean. This is a feature that I think is a little bit overlooked, but it's much appreciated. From the drinks that are listed on the soft touch display, you'll pick whichever one that you're craving. You'll press the button and the machine will do the rest for you. When the machine's done brewing, it'll actually dispose of that coffee puck into the waste bin, so it's quick and easy cleanup. This is much nicer than a Nespresso or a Keurig machine in this kind of sense because there is no waste left over. No more pods, no more K-cups. You're just left with a puck of coffee that you can use for composting, soil for plants, things like that. When it's all finished and powering off, the machine will run through an additional rinse cycle to make sure that there's no buildup or anything in the lines. When the machine does run these rinse cycles, I do like to put a spare cup underneath the spout. That way I can collect all the water that it's rinsing out, so I don't have to empty the drain tray as much. Now, there are two different types of models for the De'Longhi Magnifica Evo. One with the latte crema option and one with a traditional milk frother. I went for the model that has the latte crema system. This allows me to make milk-based drinks such as cappuccinos, macchiatos, and lattes. The preset settings are the cappuccinos and the macchiatos for the milk-based drinks. There is a My Latte option, which is a personalized setting. Basically, when you're going to set the My Latte option, you'll time it. So it'll dispense the amount of milk for that specific amount of time that you've set, and it'll remember that for the next time you go to make that option. It's very nice and convenient, and you don't have to keep setting up your My Latte option each time. I personally like the preset settings, such as the cappuccinos or the macchiatos, so I really don't use the My Latte option a ton. This system is super convenient too. You just need to fill it with the milk type of your choice, connect it to the machine, and select your drink. When your drink is finished, the machine will indicate that you need to run a clean cycle through the frother. I'll usually put a separate cup underneath the spout to catch everything, so it doesn't go into the drain pan. This makes it easier and you don't have to clean up the machine as much. When the cleaning cycle completes, if you still have milk left in the carafe, you can store it in your fridge until you're ready to use it again. The built-in conical grinder is what the machine uses to grind the whole beans fresh for each drink. If you or somebody else wants a decaf option instead of regular coffee, you can use a ground coffee instead of whole beans with a built-in bypass. You just need to select the ground coffee option. There are 13 grind settings, allowing you to dial in the ground size that will lead to a perfect cup for the roast of beans that you have. If you're more of a coffee drinker, you'll want a coarser option, so a higher number of settings. If you're an espresso drinker, you're going to have a finer setting, so a lower number. Now, let's talk about maintaining the machine. The machine will alert you when the coffee grounds need to be emptied. It'll play a tone and have a red flashing light denoting that the waste bin is full. I'll take this time to empty the coffee grounds, and then I'll also empty the water basin as that can fill up as well. I'll usually wash these components thoroughly every week, just to ensure that there's no buildup or anything. For the latte crema portions of this equipment, I'll usually clean that every time I empty it. So usually I'll get 3 cappuccinos or 2 macchiatos out of my latte crema. Then I'll actually go through and thoroughly clean it. Only when it's emptied. If it's half full, I'll put it back in the fridge for the next time I use it. I'll go ahead and clean the brew group at least once a week. To do this, you need to have the machine turned off, remove the water basin, open the door, and that's where your brew group will sit. You want to press on the 2 red tabs and pull gently out. Usually what I'll do for this part of the cleaning is rinse it off and let it soak in a bowl of water for 5 minutes and let it air dry. When it's done air drying, I'll put it back in the machine and it's good as new. The machine will alert you when it needs to be descaled. About every 6 weeks, it'll have to go through this process. It takes about 45 minutes and a little bit of effort. Descaling your machine will help with the longevity of it. So do this frequently and do not ignore that alert. This machine makes a full body rich espresso, which is fantastic at this price range. All it takes are the right beans and proper settings. By far, this machine makes better coffee than an espresso machine or a Keurig. I do feel as though this machine holds its ground when compared to a coffee shop or your local cafe. The milk drinks are fantastic. The foam is consistent, creamy, and extracts sweetness out of the milk very well. If you're looking for total control over your milk, such as temperature or texture, you won't find that here. But if you're looking for great lattes or cappuccinos, this machine nails that. Now, here are some of the pros and cons. Pros, you are getting fantastic coffee at home with the touch of a button. This machine is so easy. All you need to do is get whole style beans or grounds if you need them and press a button and you have great coffee at home. The build quality is great. It fits on most counter spaces. It is compact enough, but it is on the larger side. There is a good amount of customizations with temperature, dosing, and with the My Latte option, so you don't have to rely on the preset settings, especially if you don't necessarily enjoy those. This is great value for under $1,000. Some of the cons are that this machine is on the bulkier side, so it won't fit on some countertops. Again, I think this would fit on most countertops. The limitations with the milk options, you can't have precision control. It doesn't change the temperature or the texture at all. You're stuck with one sort of milk setting. The menus are very confusing. You will need to keep your manual handy when you are making these types of changes. They're not intuitive, but they're not impossible to make. The upfront cost is pretty high. It is higher than, again, your standard Espresso or your Keurig machine. So, who is this machine for? If you love coffee and want a cafe-style drinks at home without the whole process, this machine makes a lot of sense. This is for people who love espresso and milk drinks, but don't want making coffee to feel like a second job. If you're coming from a Keurig machine or an espresso, or just tired of spending way too much at the coffee shop, this is a really solid upgrade. You just press a button and you get great coffee. It's not for the hardcore espresso purists, and it's not trying to be. It's for everyday coffee drinkers who want convenience, consistency, and better tasting drinks at home. It's easy, it's reliable, and it makes mornings so much better without overcomplicating things. This machine has made my mornings so much better over the past year. Overall, I think this machine is a fantastic option. It is on the pricier side, but much less compared to that of other machines in this kind of category. There are some limitations to the machine itself, but if you aren't an espresso purist, these shouldn't matter to you. I want to let the limitations steer you away from this machine. I've had a Keurig machine for 5+ years, an espresso machine for 3+ years, and this for 1, and I will never go back. The quality from this machine is, in my opinion, so much higher, so much fresher, and produces 0 waste, which is such an added bonus. One of my favorite parts about this machine is that you can bring home coffee from a different country that you're visiting or a different cafe that you liked, and you can have that same sort of high quality experience in your kitchen and use those beans from a different country like France, Spain, wherever. It is an amazing souvenir to bring home with you as well. It's easy, reliable, and offers hassle-free coffee at a touch of a button. If you've enjoyed this video, drop a like, subscribe if you want more lifestyle and tech videos similar to this, and drop a comment and let me know what kind of coffee machine you're currently using. If you're interested in purchasing this machine, I've left a link down below. This is where I bought my machine, and it's currently the best price that I found for this machine. All right, I'm gonna go make another latte.